All right, and we're live. Welcome, anybody that's with us. Let's see. Hopefully you can hear me. I've got a new mic setup going this round. We'll see if that actually works for picking up the guitar and the vocals. If you can't hear too well, just holler at me in chat. Let me know. We'll see if we can adjust something, make it sound a little different. Maybe I'm too quiet. Maybe I'm too loud. So it's been a while. I was pulling this in about once a week here for 3 weeks running, and then I just dropped off. Work got busy and life got busy, but I'd like to get back into it. So we're going to see if we can brush the dust off today. Welcome. Happy to have you joining. Wind down your weekend here with me. Give me just a second. Sending out a couple more invites here just to the crowds that are going to be having their beer 30s or closing out their Fridays to get into the weekend. We can't share some of the love here. All right. So I hope everybody had a good week. Hope everybody's ready to get into the weekend, has something fun planned, something not work. Let's see, we'll drop something here. There we go. There's one. And a couple more. Bear with me, guys. We can get started here in just a second. All right. Just spamming the chats. Everybody in the various spaces to see who we can grab to join us. Make sure everybody's got an opportunity to hang out if they want. Put this on in the background maybe. Finish up your work, start your chats, join in any other Beer 30 activities going on. But at least get it out there for anybody who's interested in joining. All right, so if you like what you're hearing or you just want to watch me periodically for a Beer 30 just to see my face, since we're all remote, nobody gets to see each other anymore, feel free to subscribe, send me a like, share the link, invite your friends, send it around. It's always good to have folks in the chat. The more lively the chat, the more you guys can keep yourselves entertained without me having to do so. But otherwise, I'll do my best. Fortunately for me, I can spend most of the time singing and I don't have to come up with clever content for you. So I didn't do a great job of coming up with a set before I jumped into this, so we may pick around a little bit, see what comes out. If anybody's heard any of my previous streams, feel free to throw some of the songs I've already done. I don't have the most large set list, so I'm always happy to do repeats of any favorites. Most of the songs that I've done I know well enough, and anything that you'd like to hear, you can always send a message. If I can't play it, I can learn it. I can come back and give us something new to expand the set list, and we'll see what it sounds like next week. So with any luck, I'll keep doing these every week, and I'll try to get more regularly routined so that you can depend on it and rely on it every week, or at least as many weeks as possible. And I'll try to send out some invites and keep these things pre-scheduled so you can drop in. All right, let's see. Just a little bit of warm up. The fingers fresh, get the guitar going. Many of you have seen my previous streams. I usually play sitting down on the stool, so playing standing up is not my usual. Well, we'll see how it goes. It was a stand-up desk kind of day to keep the blood flowing. You're always late, but your mind's still mad. You never step on a sidewalk crack. You turn it off when you need to relax. Your mind kinda crazy. Came home early, didn't know it was there. I caught you dancing in your underwear. I couldn't help but stop and stare. Your mind kinda crazy. Don't you ever change your crazy ways, baby, 'cause they come so naturally. Yeah, I'm such a fool for all them things you do. Don't just stop, no, but don't just stop being you. You always wait for your turns to back. Never step on the sidewalk crack. Turn it off when you need to relax. You're mad, kind of crazy. Uh-oh, forgot the words here. Mad, kind of crazy. You like sleeping on the edge of the bed, when you're rocking that leather bed head. A snore like that could wake the dead. You're mad, kind of crazy. Always cold. You always hit that rocky road. Maybe that's why you're always cold. You're mad, kind of crazy. Don't you ever change your crazy ways, baby, 'cause they come so naturally. Yeah, I'm such a fool for all them things you do. Don't you stop, no, but don't you stop being you. You got 10 different colored toes. Always find a one bump in the road. Sometimes the only word you know. I told you. You're making money, but it's gone in a flash. You got a lot to say, but you talk real fast. And no, them pants don't make you look fat. 'Cause I love you. Don't you ever change your crazy ways, baby, 'cause they come so naturally. Yeah, I'm such a fool for all them things you do. Don't just stop, no, but don't just stop being you. I said, now don't just stop, no, but don't just stop being you. All right, a little bit of a botched job of Ryan Innes, but that's what we're talking about. We're brushing the dust off on this one. So Ryan Innes, My Kind of Crazy. Definitely a great blues soul artist. Somebody I've listened to quite a bit. I actually popped on, if I remember, it was, I believe, The Voice. I ended up getting kicked off on the first episode of the second episode, which is a bummer because he's a brilliant singer, brilliant musician. So if you haven't heard of him, go check him out. It's my kind of music, my style. But if it's anything you sounds like something you might be interested, I think you should give it a listen. All right. It's a marvelous night for a moon dance, with the stars shining bright in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance beneath the cover of October skies. And the leaves on the trees are falling beneath the wind of the dollars that blow. And I'm trying to find the calling of your heartstrings that play soft and low. And all that night magic seems to whisper and hush. And all that soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? I said, can I please have one more moon dance with you, my love? All right, that's my rendition of Moondance. Try to put a little bit of swing on it, a little bit of bounce. That's another one that I've thoroughly loved. I mean, from a long time ago, and it's been done a number of different ways. You can do it swing, you can do it blues. Either way, brilliant song. Very smooth, very soothing. All right, let's see. So I don't often do any originals, but I have a number. As a matter of fact, I should say for the most part, a good time of my life was spent just doing originals. So a lot of these covers are things that I don't play very often, but I pick them up because somebody asks for it, or I find it something that really speaks to me. So We can switch to an original and see how that goes. It's been a long time since I performed those as well. All right. Let's see. Well, not being used to streaming, you guys might see me while I'm looking over here. This is where my face is on my screen, and I tell you, it's very distracting to see something moving over here. I should be looking at you, but really, it's over here. So it's very confusing. But forgive me for my eyes jumping, and just know that I'm probably watching myself instead of you guys. Maybe I should move the screen. Check this out. We'll just drag and drop, huh? There you go. Now I'm looking at you, huh? Looking at you while I'm looking at me. It's perfect. All right. So in terms of originals, what do I have here? Yeah, requests. If you have a request, you can fire one on. 90% of them I probably will not be able to actually play for you, but I can always take them down and we can bring them back next week and see how many I can pick up. With just 1 week turnaround, we'll see what we can do. I definitely love learning new songs, so if you have something, I'd love to hear it. All right, so this is one I did on an earlier stream. It's one of my favorites. I've played it a lot. I still tend to forget the lyrics just because it's been a long time, but I wrote this one for my wife back before we got married, or shortly after we got married, and it's one of her favorites. Freebird. Yeah, I actually used to know how to play that, and then I forgot it specifically so I can say, oh, I would, but I can't. So this song here is one that I wrote for my wife. It's all about basically having a beautiful day, regardless of the type of day, whether it's a sad day, happy day. At the end of the day, if you have a specific thing in your life that fills your heart, that makes you happy, you're always going to have a good day, no matter how bad the day might get. And so really and truly, it's supposed to be just a feeling of good love that's presented from somebody that you have that connection with. What a sunrise, what a day. When the weather's nice like this, you can hear him play. Just an old man on his old guitar, sitting in the shade somewhere in the park. Well, I ain't got much money, no, just enough to get him by. But then he ain't got no worries, so you'll never see him cry. And he's just so happy doing what he loves. So when you see him shining, here's what he does. He'll play a song and he'll sing a tune. He'll draw a crowd on a sunny afternoon. And if you ask him what's the song of the day, well, a smile will hit his face, and here's what he'll play. It's such a beautiful day to be alive. Such a beautiful day to be alive. Such a beautiful day to be alive. Such a beautiful day. Well, it was a cold, cold night and the rain came down. Underneath the street light was a man spinning around. He had his jacket in his hands and his face to the sky. He was laughing as he danced and he was dancing as he cried. It had been 3 years ago since they had their first date. She'd been so beautiful and she still hasn't changed. Things had been so right now, oh, we knew we couldn't wait. So he took her out to dinner, said, now, baby, don't be late. And in that dimly lit restaurant, he got down on one knee. He looked her in the eyes and said, marry me. Well, she said yes, and they both cried. And I know amount of rain would ever ruin his night, 'cause they such a beautiful day to be alive. Such a beautiful day to be alive. Such a beautiful day to be alive. Such a beautiful day. There we go. So that one's Beautiful Day. Again, that's an original I wrote some time back. And I'd really love to perform it, love to play it. I'm just picking around. It's a nice, light, and sweet, soothing song. Matter of fact, what you'll find is most of my originals are probably light string songs that have a lot of the heartstrings and picking to it. We got from Sean Chun a recommendation for Justin Nozuka. If you got any specifics, Sean, I'm happy to pick up a specific song and see what we can do for that one. So this is one I've done on most of the streams so far. Again, I bring it back just because I don't have the largest set list, but it's a beautiful song. And I think we've got a couple of new faces here, so go ahead and bring this one in. So this one's from Mark Broussard. Let's see, the name of the song is Real Good Thing, and he does it with a little bit more of a soul twist. I do things a little bit more softer and just kind of my style. We can switch over to an actual blues song here. I can blow your ears out with a couple of really noisy blues songs, but this one's a nice song that I can put something softer and more melodic to. So is this a place that we're supposed to be? Is it the beginning of our history? I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. My friends are asking 'cause they want me to choose between hanging out with them or spending all my time with you. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. If that's alright with you. If you're feeling right and you're free tonight, baby, we just might. The makings of a real good thing. Just a touch of you and a little bit of me, baby, we just might have a real good thing. Know you're worried that your people approve. Either way, baby, we can't lose. 'Cause the truth is that it all comes down to me and you. Tried to impress you with the change of shoes, with a haircut and a new pair of shoes. Worth it all just to get a smile from you and a kiss up too. If you're feeling right and you're free tonight, baby, we just might have the makings of a real good thing. Just a touch of you and a little bit of me, baby, we just might have a real good thing. Starting to get a little bit serious, finding the moving so fast. Starting to get a little bit curious, and I hope that this one can last. Oh, if you're feeling right and you're free tonight, baby, we might just have a real good thing. Just a touch of you and a little bit of me, baby, we just might have a real good thing. You got a real, real good thing. All right, so there we go. That's Mark Broussard doing a real good thing. All right, let's see here. Question is, does anybody like blues? And if so, turn your volume down maybe a little bit. Either because it sounds terrible, right? Or it just might be a little bit loud. So this is one that I wrote back in the days where I was going to become a blues artist. You know, drink whiskey, drink beer, smoke cigarettes, and go on tour and do nothing but bars where you end up having bottles thrown at you. You get yourself a nice cage in front just in case things get too out of hand. If anybody's seen the Blues Brothers, a good example of what I imagined I'd be when I grew up and played guitar. Obviously, that didn't happen. Let's see, how do we do this? I sold my soul for a bottle of whiskey. I sold my soul for a bottle of whiskey. Lord, tell me what have I done? I just pawned my only six string. Got these worries, ain't got no words to say. I got these worries, ain't got no friends to tell. I got my whiskey, but it looks like I'm drinking it by myself. What do I do now? I ain't got no way to sing the blues. So what do I do now? Now I cannot sing the blues. Said if I ain't got my six string, how am I supposed to set it loose? Said now if I ain't got my six string, how am I supposed to set it loose? Little bit of blues. I think I mixed the verses up a little bit. So I said this whole Beer 30 is brushing the dust off. We'll see if we can clean it up as we go week to week. Get refreshed with some of these songs that I haven't played in years. Boy, I can't remember the last time that I actually performed live, but it's always a good fun time, and I'd love to do some more of it. We'll start picking up some open mics if the world ever turns back on. And in the meantime, you can join me here and give me some experience. Awesome. I won't lie. I'm seeing the chat with a bunch of claps here, and I thought somebody was just waving really hard with that hand, just waving at me. That's great. You know, it's just like when I'm out and somebody knows me and they're waving from the back saying, "Hey, I got to see you." All right. So let's see. So that was an original, by the way. That was God, I don't even know. I may not have given it a name. It was blues. My first attempt at writing a blues song, and it's a little bit loud, it's a little bit bluesy, but definitely a style that I love to perform. So this one's a little more blues and rock and roll. Again, is another original. I'm switching away from some of the covers that I've done in previous streams. I may have done this one. I don't remember. And I also don't know that I'm going to remember all of the lyrics to it. We have 2 verses that are really well locked down, and the third one kind of hashed itself out, fell apart, and I'm not really sure where I'm at with it. But regardless, I really like it. It's fun. It's got a good lick to the start in terms of, I like that pop to it. And so I started putting it in, and then we build it into an actual full-blown song. And now we just really need to finish it and lock it down. We've got a rough recording of it, and we actually got it copyrighted, but it just comes on to really finishing, fine-tuning, and polishing it. And then I can give you guys a full-blown performance of it, and we can maybe share the actual recording once we've got it ready to go. Too late now to go back where I came from. The devil's on my heels. I'm done yet about the wrongs. I ain't making no more deals. A lot to read, but baby, that's okay, cause all I'm seeing's greed. The signs of the bridges out up ahead, I guess we'll find out what that means. Cause you can't lose nothing if you've nothing to lose, and I already lost it all. Pedal to the floor, trying to settle the score just before I hit this wall, singing. Well, they tried to sail into dead someday, but it ain't caught up with me yet. Drowning in the pool of gasoline, trying to light a cigarette. Well, I think too much or maybe not enough. Either way, I can't hold still. It's too much fun living on the run, and I ain't even had my fill. Cause you can't lose nothing if you're nothing to lose, and I already lost it all. Pedal to the floor, trying to settle the score just before I hit this wall. I'm going to kill it early. I really don't remember the third verse. I'm not going to make you struggle through that with me, but we'll see if we can't get that finished, fine-tuned, put together. We'll circle back around to it, bring it back into the stream, give you the full version, but it's one I love to play. It's lots of fun, very upbeat, very exciting. My dog just wandered in. He's just looking at me and breathing hard. I don't know, bud. It's exciting, but it's not that exciting. Oh, at least I got one audience member here in the live seats. So let's see what we can do here. We've got a few more minutes before I know a couple of people are going to be tapping out for the day, starting into the weekend, finishing the work week. So let's see. I think in this, I actually don't know if this one's copyrighted, so we probably won't go through this one. We'll circle back around to it, and hopefully we can bring that one in and actually run something there. Let's do this. This is one of my favorites. It's a good one to close out on. I know I've done it in previous streams, but it's one that most people should recognize, and it's always a good one to play. Yeah. There we go. Man, it's a hot one, like 7 inches from the midday sun. I hear you whispering the words and melt everyone, but you stay so cool. I'm on a guitar, my Spanish Harlem Mona Lisa. You're my reason for reason, the step in my groove. And if you said this life ain't good enough, I would give my world to lift you up. I can change my life to better suit your mood. Cause you're so smooth, just like the ocean is under the moon. That's the same as the emotion that I get from you. You got the kind of loving that can be so smooth. Yeah, give me your heart, make it real, or else forget about it. I don't know what's going on, Bob. You like the song too? I don't know if you guys can hear me in the background singing with me. Just give me a second here. Hey, bud. I'll tell you one thing. If you would leave, it'd be a crying shame. In every breath and every word, I hear your name calling me out from the bayou. You hear my rhythm on your radio. You feel the turning of the world, so soft and slow, turning you round and round, and you say, this life ain't good enough. I'll give my world to lift you up. I can change my life to better suit your mood, because you're so smooth. Well, it's just like the ocean, it's another mood. That's the same as the emotion that I get from you. You got the kind of loving that can be so smooth. Yeah, give me your heart, make it real, or else forget about it. 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 There you go. Throwing some Santana. Again, just brushing the dust off on all of these. Some old ones. I think maybe one or two that hasn't been on a stream before, but bringing in a little bit of something to get moving on this, so we can start doing it weekly, so that we can start getting a little bit more into the regular rotation, start bringing in some new songs, start bringing in some of the old songs and polish them up. Let's see, what else do we have here? Anybody wants to linger with me a little bit longer? I know the day's winding down, but we could probably pick out a couple of different songs that we could still fit in here. This is actually one of those songs where I don't know all the chords to it. I do know all the words, and I will find it, but there's really nothing online that you can bring in, so I've just been having to pick it out by ear. But it's another song by Ryan Innes. It's called Beautiful Baby. It's beautiful baby, beautiful boy, sings with a fury like his soul's not a toy. So we'll figure that one out. It's a beautiful song. It's fun. It's got some clever lyrics in it, which I always enjoy in any of my music. Something's got clever behind it. Deep down Louisiana, close to New Orleans, way back in the woods among the evergreens, stood a logging cabin made of earth and wood. We lived a country boy named Johnny Be Good. Never ever learned to read or write so well, but he could play guitar just like a ringing a bell. Go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go, go. Johnny Be Good carried his guitar in a gunny sack, sit beneath the trees by the railroad tracks. All the engineers were driving by and watching him play, strumming to the rhythm that the drivers made. Oh, many people walking by would stop and say, oh my, that little country boy can play. Go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go, go. Johnny Be Good. Mama said someday you will be a man. You will be the leader of a big old band. Oh, many people coming from miles around. Hear you play your music till the sun goes down. Oh, many someday your name will be in a light saying, Johnny, be good tonight. Go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go, go. Johnny, be good. There we go. Bring in a little bit of rock and roll, a little bit of that blues, some old style Chuck Berry, Johnny, be good. I think I've told this story before. I know I've put this on the stream before, but this song is actually the reason that I picked up guitar in the first place. So anybody who's seen Back to the Future, and we all know which scene I'm talking about, that by far was one of the first things where I saw a guitar and said, okay, that's it. I've got to pick up guitar. And then after learning the song, I thought, okay, well, now I got to learn how to sing it. So it's something I do at open mics. It's something that most likely, if you've ever seen me sing karaoke, that's a go-to. It's always fun. It's a crowd pleaser. Lots of energy, lots of excitement. Yeah, that's an old-time favorite. Probably one of the ones that doesn't need a lot of dust brushed off of it, but fun to bring in here as an end-of-day wind down. Maybe winds you up to get ready for your weekend, right? It's Friday night. Maybe somebody's still out there doing something fun. Me, it's quarantine. I'm going to settle in, wind down, go into the weekend nice and quiet. All right, so let's see. I think we could probably pull in maybe one, maybe two more. And then really and truly, it's time for me to wind it down too. Let's see. Seeing people popping in some chats here and dropping things. So YouTube's not the only chat channel I've got going on. And unfortunately, I'm sorry, I've been ignoring everybody else. I do apologize. Yeah, somebody here I was talking about the Santana album, which is actually the album where I learned that song Smooth, as it came from that one. And my goodness, Santana is definitely one of those guys who just can transcend genres, transcend generations. He's a brilliant guitar player, and the album that came from was just amazing. And for a while, I was on a Santana kick and tried to learn all of his songs, but that was many years ago, and I can't say that I remember most of them nowadays. All right, well, let's see if we can pick this one out. It's one of the more recent pop songs, so it shouldn't be too unusual for anybody listening to pick up some of the words or pick up the chords. I found love for me. And darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were that someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your arms you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you look a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, you heard it, darling, you look perfect tonight. I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her. I found love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand. My girl, I'll be your man. I see my future in your eyes. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. I have faith in what I see. I know I have met an angel in person. She looks perfect. No, I don't deserve this. You look perfect tonight. There we go. A little bit of Ed Sheeran, perfect. For anybody who's not a fan of Ed Sheeran or hasn't heard of him, you've been living under a rock and haven't been listening to the right music. So I actually picked that one up when I first heard it. It made me think about my wife and our love, and just that it really embodies that nice picture that you think of when you can look at somebody and they look in the mirror and they don't see it, they don't understand it. But the way that really pulls through is, in your eyes, they're absolutely perfect. And I think that song, I'll be fully honest, I might have teared up a little bit the first 6 times I heard it. But after the first 6 times, I got control and I decided, I should learn how to play that song. So I'd like to brush it up a little bit and polish it. But again, we're just brushing the dust off today and just bringing up some of the songs that I've seen, some of the songs that I've played, some of the songs I'd like to perfect. Keep in mind, there's some we probably won't return to. We'll play them, we'll try them, they'll fail epically, and we'll move on. But any of the good ones, we'll lock onto and move forward. All right, let's see this. Here we go. Let's pull up this one. I think we'll end with this today. We're coming up on 4:30 Pacific time. And that's about the time that everybody should be getting rid of anything in front of them here and going to join the real world. Start your weekend. Let's see here. So for anybody who's listening as I type, you can probably guess that I'm looking this direction here because it's been a long time and I don't remember the lyrics or the chords to these songs. So both perfect and this one here. Songs that I picked up briefly and then I sat down and I don't remember a whole lot of the specifics behind it. So you see me possibly stop and pause, scroll a little bit, but I'm just trying to work through it. And if it goes well enough, I may lock it in and bring it back here a little more polished and connect eyes. Right? We'll pay attention to my viewers and make sure that anybody here who's listening can actually engage, right? And not just listen. Brian's asking if I stream on other platforms. To be honest, Brian, this is actually one of the few streams I've ever done. This is a first for me, so YouTube's my only one currently. I'd like to expand to others, and I'd like to actually expand my setup right now. I have a single microphone, which you guys can't see. It's down off here on the side, but it's a nice Audio Technica. Ultimately, it's kind of splitting the guitar and my vocals, and I'd like to have an actual setup where I can get the guitar with an acoustic and bring in the mic up front. So if I really do get into this and I can keep this going, I may put some more investments into trying to split this out. Now, I'm a musician, so I have multiple guitars, I have multiple microphones, I can do it. I just need to figure out the software side. This is all brand new to me. And it's fortunate that YouTube makes it easy. You click a button that says stream. That's about all it takes. So as I move forward, I'll probably expand out. If anybody has a platform they think is best for streaming music, I'll see if I can hook it in and get it to you in your favorite channel as opposed to bringing you over here into YouTube. Let's see. Let's learn on the fly, shall we, guys? I met you in the dark. You lit me up. You made me feel as though I was enough. We danced the night away. We drank too much. I held your hair back when you were thrown up. Then you smiled over your shoulder. For a minute I was stone cold sober. I pulled you closer to my chest, and you asked me to stay over. I said, I already told you, I think that you should get some rest. I knew I loved you then, but you never know. 'Cause I played it cool and I was scared of letting go. I know I needed you, but I never showed. I wanna stay with you till we're gray and old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. I'll wake you up with some breakfast in bed. I'll bring you coffee with a kiss on your head. I'll take the kids to school, wave them goodbye. I'll thank my lucky stars for that night. When you looked over your shoulder, for a minute I forget that I'm older. I wanna dance with you right now. Whoa, and you look as beautiful as ever, and I swear that every day you get better. You make me feel this way somehow. I'm so in love with you, and I hope you know, darling, your love is more worth its weight in gold. We've come so far, my dear, look how we've grown. I wanna stay with you till we're gray and old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. I wanna live with you, even when we're ghosts. You were always there for me, I needed you most. I'm gonna love you till my lungs give out. Promise till death we part, like in our vows. So I wrote this song for you. Now everybody knows that it's just you and me till we're gray and old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. Oh, just say you won't let go. All right, there we go. So for anybody who hasn't heard that one, that's James Arthur, Say You Won't Let Go. He's got some newer songs that have taken a little bit more popularity, but again, somebody that I saw in Britain's The Voice, if I remember correctly. And he came through, did a couple of really clever songs, which I may poke into and see if I can't cop some of his style and kick out some songs that you might recognize, but with a little bit of a different flair. But he's somebody, if you like that style, he does that, but he also does a little bit of blues and soul, and he does some other heart type songs. But yeah, great guy, fun to watch. It was awesome to see him progress his career, and now he's a very popular artist. Brilliant singing voice. I'm jealous as all get out. So he's somebody that I aspire to replicate some of his work and build it into my own. He's definitely been an influence in some of the stuff that I've done. So I think that may be it today. If I tap out everything, then what am I going to have for next week, right? I didn't have enough recommendations for new songs coming in through the chat, but Sean Chun, I'll give it a chance and see what we can pick up for the one that you recommended. See if we can pick up Justin Nazuka. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been great. It's been fun hanging out with everybody. I hope it helped you wind down your Friday. Hope it helps you start into your weekend. I look forward to you joining me next week. I'll have some new songs, maybe polish up some old songs. We'll try to keep this going on a weekly basis as best as possible. Again, if you like the stream, go ahead and give it a like. Please, if you have anybody else you think that would enjoy it, share the link. Make sure they know that this is out here. They can pop in. Drop in your chats, drop it in your friends group, put it in your Facebook. That's absolutely fine. I don't mind having more crowd join in. Keep the chat lively, bring in more people to keep you all entertained outside of just having me throw it at you. Also, please subscribe if you want to see when things are going on. For the most part, it's going to be this time every week, Friday, 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. But I may drop in some random streams, and if you want to catch those, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. All right, guys, thank you very much. Enjoy your weekend. It's been great. Bye.